Hi, are you ready for phonograms with Grandma? Okay, let's start. Let's get going. A, ah. You say a, ah. I say k, s. You say k, s. I say d. You say d. I say f. You say f. I say g, j. You say g, j. I say ah, o, oo. You say ah, o, oo. I say s, z. You say s, z. I say qua, qua. You say qua, qua. I say b. You say b. I say e. You say e. I say h. You say h. I say I. You say I. I say j. You say j. I say k, tall one. You say k, the tall one. I say l. You say l. I say mmm. You say mmm. I say You say I say p. You say p. I say You say I say t. You say t. I say you, You say you, I say v. You say v. I say w. You say w. I say x. You say x. I say ya, I, e. You say ya, I, e. I say z. You say z. I say sh. You say shh. I say double E, always says E. You say double E, always says E. I say th. You say th. I say ow, oh. You say ow, oh. I say ow, oh, ooh, ah. You say ow, oh, ooh, ah. That may not be used at the end of an English word because English words do not end in U. That is true. I say ooh, ah. You say ooh, ah. I say ch, k, sh. You say ch, k, sh. I say R as in far. You say R as in far. I say A, two-letter A. You say A, two-letter A. I say A, two-letter A. You say A, two-letter A. That may not be used at the end of an English word because English words do not end in I. That is why. I say oi as in boy. You say oi as in boy. I say oi. You say oi as in point. That may not be used at the end of an English word because English words do not end in I. That is why. I say as in her. You say as in her. I say as in first. You say as in first. I say as in nurse. You say as in nurse. I say were as in work. You say were as in work. I say as in early. You say as in early. I say You say I say a. You say a. I say ah. You say ah. I say ah. You say ah. That may not be used at the end of an English word. English words do not end in U. That is true. Or. You say or. I say k, two-letter k. You say k, two-letter k. I say wh. You say wh. I say ed, d, t. You say ed, d, t. I say ooh, you. You say ooh, you. I say ooh, you. You say ooh, you. That may not be used at the end of an English word. English words do not end in I. That is why. I say O as in boat. You say O as in boat. I say g. You say g. I say f, two-letter f. You say f, two-letter f, as in phone or pharmacy. Monster phonogram. I say o, oo. You say o, oo. I say uff, off. You say uff, off. I say ah, ow. You say ah, ow. I say oh, ooh, uff, off, ah, ow. You say oh, ooh, uff, off, ah, ow. I say oh as in toe. You say oh as in toe. I say a, e, I. You say a, e, I. I say I, three-letter I. You say I, three-letter I, as in high. I say n, two-letter n. You say n, two-letter n, that may only be used at the beginning of an English word. I say n, two-letter n. You say n, two-letter n, that may be used at the beginning and the end of an English word. I say r. You say r as in rap. I say e, I. You say e, I. I say j, three-letter j. You say j, three-letter j, as in bridge. I say e, a, I. You say e, A, I. I say A, four-letter A. You say A, four-letter A, as in sleigh or 8. I say sh, tall one. You say sh, the tall one, as in action. I say sh, zh. You say sh, zh. I say sh, short one. You say sh, short one, as in facial. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you next time on Phonograms with Grandma.